Hi, boys and girls. So the articles that you're going to read today are firsthand accounts from people or teenagers that experienced the 9/11 attacks in 2001. Your teacher was in third grade whenever these attacks happened. Your teacher was in school, and a lot of people were crying, and a lot of people were getting checked out. It was very strange, very scary. But whenever you are listening to this story being read aloud to you, I want you to think about how this one event can have three different perspectives and how that might change people's opinion about what happened. So, eyewitness accounts, teens describe the September 11th attacks. 3 teenagers share their experiences of the September 11th attacks. Students all over the New York City area were directly affected by the events on September 11th. This is what 3 of them said. "Go back, run!" The lights flickered and went out. Then we heard a really loud crash. We ran to the windows and saw tons of people running up the streets from the towers. I ran to the other side of the school and saw the first building collapsing. It was coming in on itself. Dark black smoke was going everywhere. I saw people screaming. I was stunned. The assistant principal said for all of us to go to our homerooms. Then he told us to walk up the West Side Highway with our teacher. A policeman was standing in front to direct us. We were walking forward when suddenly he said, go back into the school." We turned around and I saw smoke. We started to jog back, and then the policeman screamed, "No, wait, go back, run!" That's when I saw more smoke coming around the other side of the school. This big cloud of black smoke from the second Trade Center tower was enveloping the whole school. It was unreal. And that was from Jack Kirkland, age 13, and he attended Stuyvesant High School, New York City, near the World Trade Center. So that was one perspective. Second perspective is called Dust is Flying. I'm sitting in class. Suddenly, there's a huge crash, and I look out the window, and there's all this smoke coming. The smoke gets to be more and more and more until the windows are white and you can't see outside at all. They said we should start evacuating, and while we were leaving, there's another crash. Dust is flying toward the school like a big wall. At that point, everyone starts running. My house is close to my school, but at the same time, there was still all this dust flying. So they told us to keep going uptown. I went along with the crowd. When I got up farther north, I wasn't sure whether my house had been covered in dust or not. I called my dad, and he said try to come home. My house was okay, but now my school is covered in dust and debris. Now I think it seems hard to try to plan anything. It's so uncertain. You just have to think about it minute by minute. All the stuff I was thinking about then doesn't matter. And that was from Joe Ahern, 15. He also attended the same high school as the student above, and this high school was near the World Trade Center. That's the second perspective. Our third perspective is called Theyre Blaming Me. We were in English class and saw a girl coming down the hallway crying and yelling, "My mom is in that building!" Then the principal said that a plane had hit the World Trade Center. We were all amazed and devastated. Half of my friends were crying because they thought their parents were in there. Then a girl said to me, "You people did this to us." The girl ran down the hallway and I couldn't say anything. They're blaming me and I didn't even do anything. I was right there next to them when we saw it happen on TV. I was as sad as they were. I was born here. Before, I felt the United States was very powerful, but this only happened 7 miles away from us. We saw how easy it is, and it could happen again. This is from Anne Marie Adawan of Rutherford High School in Rutherford, New Jersey. She is of Egyptian heritage. So that's our third perspective. So whenever you do your assignment today, I want you to think about how different those 3 perspectives are and maybe offer some insight as to why people could have different views on the same thing.